Hi, it's Paul Bolger here. I just want to say thank you to everybody for getting us this far in the campaign. We're halfway through, we have 2 weeks left to go, and we are about 70 to 75% funded, which is amazing. What I want to do now is, after Hugh's last update about the rewards, is to talk to you a little bit about the actual thing we're making, the books. And as you know, I've been making some videos and showing you the thinking behind the book, the whole attention to detail that I might have gone into, the level of design that Fran and Dee brought to the look of the book and the lettering. We rarely talk about the thing itself. We always talk about how we came up with it. You know, the idea of Irish mythology being kind of cool and everything, which it is, and it's great. But what's really, I think, important is that you are going to buy a thing. You're going to buy a book, right? And here are the 2 books so far, obviously. Now, a lot of you have got these already. Some of you may not. And what I want to do is just take this opportunity to talk about the reason that I did it like this, the hardback, the particularly special paper. I wanted this thing to feel like a book. Nothing against monthly comics, of course, but the whole point of this thing is that you could read this on a train or on a plane, and if you're reading it like this, you don't even know it's done with pictures. You know, from there it looks like a novel. When you open it up, it's obviously a comic book. But the whole idea was that I didn't want to do a monthly comic and break myself into 22, 32 page issues or chapters. I wanted each volume of the trilogy to feel like a chapter, like a movie. So that's Act 1, that's going to be Act 2 as such, and the third book is Act 3 of a film. Because it came out of film, and my dog is barking out there, somebody walking by, and he's going to get a kick in the bum if he does it again. So what I wanted to say is that, like, you know, I try to end every book on a cliffhanger, so the reading experience is within the books itself. It feels like it's going rising and falling like you would in a normal story. But the actual book itself is interesting because the level of detail that we went into, even to the end papers, I just wanted to, I'm a kind of a book fetishist, I suppose you could call me, and Fran, who designed the logo and did the book design, I think he's the same. So it was Fran's idea to put a shine on the logo. And as we started to build the package of the books, I mean, this story is quite important, you know. He's probably the most inspiring character in Irish mythology for good and bad reasons. He's kind of an Achilles, and the whole point is that if I'm going to encase this character in something like a book in 21st century, it has to go beyond just being a normal little book that you might read and just throw away. I want it to be a keepsake. Now, we will do paperback editions of this eventually, but for now there's only 750 of these, of each of them. It's going to be like that with book 3, which will be a white cover. That's going to be book 3, that one there. So, you know, it's going to be really nice black, white and red. It was an idea by Fran, which is a really cool idea. But what I want to say is that beyond the level of detail or research I might have done on the artifacts and the archaeology and the look of the costumes and all that, we did the same amount of development on the book. You know, we even went down to the point where this red paper became an issue. It's not like, oh, just print the book on any kind of paper or any. We went down to even the weight of the ink. Sounds crazy, but we got into the level of detail that I wanted all the little spirals to come out. And what you end up with then is something I hope is kind of special, you know, and that everybody thinks, anybody who has one of these, if you like the story and like the character, you might go, you know what, I'm going to keep that, and maybe I'll give it to my kid or I'll give it to my cousin. I mean, we have very few of the first edition left, for example, and they were all numbered. The second edition has second edition written here. Number 2 is the same. So they're kind of unique. If you have one, it's hand numbered by me. It's probably signed by me. It's probably signed by Barry. I think Hugh signed some as well. And sometimes it's not on these, but I do sketches in here for people. So the whole point of this is to tell a very old story, hopefully in a slightly newer way, and bring this to the world, or make people who knew the story before know it in a way that they hadn't seen before. This Kickstarter, as you all know, is to try and get book 3 finished. What you're buying here is an attempt to bring one of our oldest stories out to the world, to get it hopefully next to other characters that people like. I've done my best with the drawing, we've done our best with the writing, and we're trying to do our best with the production. So that's it. Please help us get the third one done. Thanks. Hey.